Hey guys, we finally made it to week 8, the last week. And this week we're talking about metabolism. So the first question asks us to describe a process involving energy metabolism. And one example of energy metabolism that I find interesting is fasting. I wrote a couple notes down, so I'm just going to kind of read off of what I learned. But when we go several hours without eating, our bodies have to find another way to make energy. At first, the body uses glycogen that is stored in the liver to keep our body's sugar stable. But once the stored energy starts to run low, the body begins breaking down fat and turning it into ketones, which can be used to make ATP. I think it's amazing how the body can switch between different energy sources to keep us functioning even when we aren't eating. The next thing that it asks us about is to explain the role of nucleic acids and other proteins supporting the metabolism. So proteins and nucleic acids both play a big role in this process. Proteins work as enzymes to help speed up the chemical reactions needed to break down the glycogen and fat, so our cells can make ATP. But DNA contains the instructions for making those enzymes, and RNA helps produce them. So without those proteins and genetic instructions, our body wouldn't be able to adapt to fasting and keep producing energy efficiently. Thirdly, I don't know if that's a word or not, but describe how disruptions in energy metabolism can affect human health or organism survival. If energy metabolism doesn't work the way it's supposed to, it can cause some serious health problems. For example, if somebody has a metabolic disorder that prevents them from breaking down fats properly, they may not be able to make enough ATP during fasting, and that can lead to low blood sugar and weakness and other complications. Because their cells aren't getting enough energy they need. I think that makes sense. But lastly, connect the topic to real world issues, health conditions, nutrition choices, and application. So I think this topic is really relevant because intermittent fasting has become super popular. I've done it a couple times, and while it may have benefits for some people, it's definitely not the right choice for everybody. But people with diabetes and other conditions that affect blood sugar need to be especially careful because fasting can make it harder to keep their glucose levels stable. So I think understanding how the body changes the way it produces energy during fasting will help me better educate other people and deciding if intermittent fasting is best for me or if I ever want to go on a fast. So yes, that is my conclusion. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week.